After scoring the two late goals and then conceding the injury time penalty, this must feel like a defeat rather than a draw.
Not so much like a defeat. I suppose it's disappointing in the fact you obviously you come in after the game and see that sort of Solihull have won, and ultimately it's like a double deja vu, if you like. Again, you end up coming here talking about a referee that's, in my opinion, with a decision they've made, it's cost us another game, cost us the Solihull game at home here, the same referee, by not calling the game off when every single person in the ground could see it was unplayable, the river on the pitch, but he saw it fit to see the game through, and he's given a penalty in the 90, well, he added 4 minutes of time on, he's given a penalty in the 94th minute, which in my opinion is not a penalty. I've seen the video and I'm still convinced it's not. Then he's decided to play on another 2 minutes and allow them to have 2 more corners. It's just refereed like an under-12s game. Oh, they're still on the attack, so we'll just keep adding more time on until we clear it. Well, that's not how football works. I suppose you look back 12 months, and the same type of decision cost us the league title last year, with a again very late injury time penalty against one of our playoff rivals in Boston last year. That was never a penalty, and if you look at it crudely, that cost us the league. And I think just by again the way other results have gone, that decision potentially cost us any chance of winning the league. So it's frustrating, but again they'll get in the cars and they'll go back and nothing will be said of it. And they'll turn up and referee another game next week and probably make similar mistakes.
Do you think that the draw was a decent result considering the way we had played for the majority of the game?
No, I don't think so. I think we made, our decision making was poor in lots of aspects, but I don't by any stretch think we didn't deserve anything out of the game. We were obviously after when you can see it as early as we did, obviously gives an away side something to hold on to. You even after a minute and a half when they've scored, they're shouting manage the game. So you know how it's going to be. We obviously then have a great chance with Hughesy, and we don't score. And the longer it goes, the more difficult it becomes. But we were certainly on the front foot, and second half were more in the ascendancy. And then you're looking for a little bit of luck. And we get that. We were the ones pushing. We get a goal. We get another goal. You need to look at what people sort of say after the game, and I think even by their own reporters, they're saying they're lucky to come out with a point, and I'd agree with that. They're lucky to come out with a point because, again, I suppose at best you could say they've bought a penalty, and if I'm being overcritical, yeah, Ben shouldn't come out of his goal and probably should not get involved. But you say what you want, the lads dived, and 2 officials have jumped in hook, line and sinker, couldn't wait to give a decision, which is, again, it's frustrating, it's disappointing, because it'll be pushed under the carpet from their perspective, the league's perspective, the FA's perspective.
Do you think after today's result and Solihull's win that the title maybe is now out of our grasp?
It was out of our control, if you like, anyway. But again, we wanted to win today, and on the balance, like I say, in a close game, we looked like we'd edged it, and I don't think it would have been undeserved us winning the game, because we were certainly the ones on the front foot trying to force it, and trying to get in there, and we've done that, and to have it sort of taken away, if you like, in the manner it has, is disappointing more than anything. Because like I say, I don't think we deserve that.
Matt Owen missed a game today, a second consecutive game through injury. Do you know when he'll be back?
No, he's not injured. He was just, again, we made a choice. Everyone was fit. He has been carrying a groin, but like I said to Matt before the game, it's important that we can't sign any more players after the 31st of March. So we've got to make sure everyone's fit and properly right, if you like. We took a little bit of a risk by going with 5 outfield players on the bench, but again, situations change quickly. We've also got 2 suspensions for next weekend, so Matt will manage him as best we can this week and make sure that when he's back involved, he's properly right. Because like I say, we don't we can't afford to get anyone injured at this time of the year, because we're so close to, like I say, a deadline for signing players. So we've got to be careful with what we do, and there'll obviously be changes next week because we've got suspensions to deal with.
You mentioned the suspensions for Bradford Park Avenue and the deadline for signing players. Could we see someone coming on a short-term deal?
It's one of them. We will more. The likelihood is we'll sign people to cover things. We're looking at one or two things potentially. If we can get something done that realistically we could look at for next year as well, then there may be some movement that way. But again, that's around whether we can get in the ones we want to get in. At the minute we are looking at stuff, but they're other people's players at the moment. So if we can get something done, we will do. But in the whole, it'll be more around lads being dual registered and covering positions. And like I say, even today we've got obviously two lads miss out, not on the bench. And if we bring any more in, it will be understanding that they're not sort of guaranteed a place. So really, it'll be like I said, dual registered to cover positions.
Okay, thanks, Charlie.
Cheers.